What's going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo, and today I am coming to you with day 5 of the Thankskilling 10-day challenge originated by Brother Peanut Butter. Today's topic is Japanese or Korean horror films. I have a treat for you today because I am doing a horror movie right out of my top 10 favorite horror movies of all time list. This is an absolute gem of a film. This is the Korean horror film Sector 7. Sector 7 is a 2011 film directed by Kim Jae-hoon. I believe is how you pronounce it. If it's wrong, I apologize. And then also this stars Ha Ji-won as Cha Hae-jun. I think that's how you say them. I'm not 100%, so if I'm wrong, I completely apologize. Now, Ha is also known as Hardass in the movie. And they give her that name because she is just a tough, badass chick. Our story is that a team of offshore oil workers discovers a new life form, and they put a couple of the specimens in captivity to study them. Well, some things happen, something goes awry, they grow bigger, and one of them breaks free and decides to go on a rampage looking basically for food. And that's all I'm going to say about the plot, okay? This, as I said, is one of my absolute favorite films. And I really don't want to give a lot away. I know I usually do spoilers in my reviews. But this time around, I just don't want to give a lot away because I really want people to go out there and experience this film for themselves. I really hope you check out this movie. I think it's amazing. I think it's fun. It's such a great movie, and I hope you enjoy it if you go watch it. So this is actually a South Korean film, and it is, I guess, technically an action, sci-fi, horror movie. Okay, and it's a creature feature, which just has that's got my ears perking, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go into some pros and cons without being too specific on scenes, just so you guys get a general idea of how I feel about this film. The first thing I want to say is I have no cons. There are none. I'm sorry, guys, there aren't. And this is going to be a shorter review than most because I'm not discussing spoilers. Maybe after this review has been out for a few weeks or, a few months, maybe I'll go back and do a spoiler-filled review. But I'm going to try and keep this one for a change, no spoilers, because I really want you guys to go out and watch it. If you don't, then fine. And if you haven't watched it by my next one, then I'll do the spoiler one, and it can be up to you if you watch it. My first pro I have here is the acting, especially from our main actress. She is so good, so great. The entire cast does a great job, though. And I'm not going to mention them all by name because, honestly, I can't pronounce all their names. And I would just be really, I did the main actor and I did the director, but everybody else, I can't pronounce their names, and I don't want to, trip over myself all the time. But the acting in this movie is so good. They all do such a good job. And once again, guys, if you watch this movie, unless you absolutely can't stand to, watch it in the original Korean. Because if you watch it in English with subtitles, you are going to miss out on so much subtext. Because as I said before, when you take away that original vocals and you put somebody else's vocals over it, you're not getting the full effect of the original performance. And the subtitles, it's not that hard to keep up, in my opinion. Now, for some people, it may be, and if you are one of those people, I'm sorry. Go ahead and watch it in English subtitle or in English dubbing. That's fine if that's the only way you can watch it. Any way you can experience this film, I would like you to experience it. So, if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. This is a movie where the creature effects and a lot of the effects in this movie are done with CGI. And this is one movie where they get it right. They do such a good job. The creature looks magnificent. All the work is so good. Everything in this movie that's CGI is done perfectly, in my opinion. I love the CGI in this film. Usually I'm a big harper for practical effects. They did the CGI right here. I love the pacing of this film. This film is paced extremely well. You never get bored with it. Now, it's not all action the whole film, but it's an entertaining, fun ride. And then as you get more towards the action and the horror and things like that, the pacing picks up better. There is not a dull moment in this movie. It's always set at a good clip. And that's a good thing. It never gives you time to get bored. And that's a great thing to have in a horror movie, or in an action movie for that matter. Something I cannot stress enough is the third act. The third act of this movie is so good. The interactions with the creature, the cast interactions, what they're doing, everything in this movie is so good. The next thing I want to talk about is I love the look and design of this creature. When they designed this creature, they just came out with something totally awesome. It is a new variation of sea creature. I've talked about it in a few other videos. I don't want to give everything away, but it just, oh man, it's so cool. It reminds me of a monster and an alligator and a lizard and an insect and all kinds of things just rolled into one. And there's so much I want to talk about right now, but I just don't want to give it away. So I'm not going to. I'm going to hold myself back. Maybe later, as I said, I'll come back and we'll go over it again. There is also a great side story in this. It's not really a side story. It all ties into the main story, but there is this mystery that's going on at the same time. And it really, really works. And I don't want to give too much away once again. I just don't want to this time, because this is a movie still a lot of American horror film fans have not seen. And I would like for people to watch it and see it for themselves before, we get into everything about it. So that's going to be all I'm going to say today, guys. This has been a lot of fun doing this challenge. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching the other participants. Speaking of which, the other participants that I know of are, of course, Brother Peanut Butter, Horrific Nightmares JM, my good buddy Jason, Dave Maggot, another great buddy of mine, Horror Fan 34, he's an awesome YouTuber, and I think that's everybody that's doing this particular challenge. The Horror Man has a good thing going on right now that he's doing as well, but it's not this challenge, it's something else he's doing, but it's called Thanksviewing, I believe, and that's a really cool thing he's doing, so check that out as well. Check out all these guys. They're very awesome YouTubers. They have great channels. Guys, this has been day 5 of the Brother Peanut Butter Thankskilling 10-day challenge. We're halfway through. We got 5 more great reviews to go. Tomorrow is Frenchie's Day. We're doing French cinema. And I've got a really good one lined up for you. So, until tomorrow, this is Bronco Juggalo saying peace. Hey, you double G,